Welcome to Ventichic, your go-to spot where future tycoons find their dose of inspiration. Back for another reaction video here. We've dissected ads from the not-so-great watch brands, explored watches on QVC. Now, it's time to dive into the mainstream players, the big names I discuss regularly, the true horological artisans. Today, we're dissecting their ads. Now, some of these brands are known for not always nailing the advertising game, especially in the digital realm, but that's exactly why we're here. To go through a mix of old and new ads and share some thoughts. I've intentionally kept myself in the dark about most of these, compiled them, skipped the previews, and we're diving in together. Let's roll. Let's delve into one of the giants in watchmaking, Patek Philippe. So here's the ad and I'm already feeling the wallet squeeze. It's a solid ad. That line, pure gold. It's become quite the meme sensation, right? You don't actually own a Patek Philippe. You merely look after it for the next generation. Trust me, there's a bunch of hilarious memes floating around about that. Maybe we'll throw some up on screen. Overall, the ad nails it. It distills the brand's essence masterfully. And it's kinda true, isn't it? These watches easily outlive us. Patek Philippe, top dog in the watchmaking world. When it comes to luxury from a mainstream standpoint, their numbers might be low, but in the larger luxury market, many folks know Patek Philippe. It's like the step up from Rolex in high horology. That's the real deal here. Alright, now let's continue here with the pioneer.
I am Edouard Mellon, CEO of Moser et Compagnie. I'm here looking for a campaign for our new Pioneer watch collection. So I'm meeting a top-notch Parisian agency. Let's see what they've got.
Edouard.
The guy explains what he's come up with. He seems very excited. His idea is that you don't buy a Pioneer for yourself. You buy it for your son. He talks about a man who's worked hard, succeeding through his own blood, sweat and tears, who decides to leave his most treasured possession, his Pioneer, to his son. Wait a minute. Pass on my watch to my son? Tom? No, he's not getting my Pioneer. Come on, guys. Such a cliché.
Edouard? Tout va bien?
In this ad, the guy unveils his brainchild with uncontainable enthusiasm. His brainwave: when you snag a Pioneer watch, it's not just for you, it's for your offspring. He spins a tale of a hardworking man, carving his way through life's challenges and then deciding to bestow his most prized possession, his Pioneer watch, onto his son. I'm quite taken with this ad. One reason, Moser oozes humor. Yes, they're a serious watchmaker, no doubt about that. They're even behind the scenes for other manufacturers and teamed up with Caring for a Watch, but it's their humor that hits home for me. If you've seen their Apple Watch concept, you'll get a kick out of it. An Apple Watch with a tourbillon slapped with a cool $200,000 price tag. A brand that cracks a joke in high horology? Count me in. They even cheekily poked fun at Apple. That's pretty rad. So next up we have Timex, an old school brand.
Timex, it takes a licking and keeps on ticking.
The ad drops a classic, "It takes a licking and keeps on ticking." Clever, right? Timex has this old school catchphrase that hammers home their watch's durability and dependability. On the whole, it's a smart way to flaunt their products. Here's what puzzles me. Back in the 1980s, Timex rode the wave of creativity and innovation, but today's watch industry is a whole different ballgame. Some brands thrive by pushing the creativity envelope, while others seem stuck in a marketing rut. It's baffling, especially when these brands have creativity in their toolkit. I often wonder about this discrepancy. Also, there's a noticeable air of pretentiousness that clouds the watch world. Refreshing then when brands step back and loosen up. Take Timex, worlds apart from Patek Philippe, yet both bring something to the table. Brands like Moser, with their offbeat marketing, are like a cool breeze. Striking a balance between luxury and relatability matters. Being human, relatable, that's a charm that reels in potential buyers. Ready for more? Subscribe to Ventichic and turn on notifications to level up your knowledge game. Alright, moving on, let's now take a look at Breitling's advertisement.
Breitling, instruments for professionals.
I'm a bit lost after watching that. Honestly, I can't quite grasp the point of that ad. It's a bit odd. Breitling's intentions here? Who knows? Anyway, let's move on. The next gem isn't just any ad. It's the inaugural TV commercial, aired way back in 1941. Talk about a blast from the past. The slogan, "America runs on Breitling time." And that's it. It's wild to witness how far we've come. As a communication student, I remember diving into vintage ads and this shaky footage was in the mix. A piece of history indeed. And yep, that's the first ever TV ad right there. Intriguing, isn't it? Feel like snagging a Breitling right now? Kudos to them. They made their mark, right? Let's see what IWC's got going on.
How often I will have to service this watch?
Well, if you mean update, normally every 2 to 3 weeks. But with this one, it's very simple. All you have to do is you take the smartwatch, you put it in a dock, you synchronize it with your personal profile, then a short wait of approximately 45 minutes, and you're almost done. Only need to re-enter your cloud user information, and that's it. It's 18 updates a year in total, but this little baby right here already runs on service 431C, which means only 17 more updates to go.
17 updates a year?
Yeah, 17, 18. And it's super light. So if you want to go jogging, this watch, you don't even feel it. Yeah.
How often does this watch need servicing, you ask? Well, for regular updates, it's about every 2 to 3 weeks, but this one's a breeze. Meet Kirk Claus, an IWC master watchmaker behind their Perpetual calendar timepiece. Think of it like this. Pop your smartwatch into a dock, sync it with your profile, show around 45 minutes of activity, and you're almost set. Just punch in your cloud user info, and done. 18 updates a year. Easy peasy. This little champ is already on service 431C, meaning only 17 updates left. So 17 to 19 updates a year, lightweight too. Want to jog with it? You won't even notice it's there. Pretty neat. Oh, and that playful jab at the Apple Watch, nice touch. The Apple Watch is a bit of a giant elephant in the room of the whole industry, outselling the Swiss horological scene. It's like they're tiptoeing around the subject. Many brands are gonna upscale, but IWC nailed this. It's a fun nod to the fact that if you keep it ticking, no updates till, well, way into 2499. Crazy, right? Kudos to IWC. This kind of tie-in is rad, and brands, take note. Don't take yourselves too seriously. Loosen up, have a laugh. Remember, at the end of the day, it's all about watches. You're selling a product after all, and that's key. So now we have Rolex, the crown themselves. Let's take a look. This ad is basically a colossal take that to all the folks coveting this watch. It's like a subtext that snarkily whispers, "Sorry, not for you." Honestly, it feels like a bit of an ad misfire. I mean, come on, what's the waitlist length for these babies? Does Rolex actually need a hand selling the Daytona? I mean, really, do they even need to market it? This is just one massive tease. And let's be real, no one enjoys being teased, Rolex. Can we kindly ask for a break from this? You can just tap that thumbs up if this content has you hooked, and why not share the goodness too? Alright, now for the grand finale. The last ad on the list. I'm going in blind, folks. Someone dropped a hint that I might crack up. Let's dive in and find out, shall we?
This is my watch. A timekeeper, like many others, worn for years. Time has left its marks. Yet the dramatic light concept makes it look so stunning. And the mysterious clicky sounds attract your attention. Emotional music to make you feel like there's something meaningful about it, to elicit that sense of longing about something you weren't even interested in a minute ago. Rapid light changes, camera motion, to make it appear as though something important is happening now. Revealing the brand and using a rich voice to communicate the message. Now, the slow motion climax to make it feel even more powerful and relevant. Okay, maybe that's a bit too much. Telling that story about an insignificant object in a cinematic way. Eye candy. It's enjoyable, and it leaves you with a question. What can we do for your product? Go to that website now.
Now that was a stroke of pure brilliance, honestly. It's like this ad was cooked up by a marketing agency that decided to parody the stereotypical watch commercial, and boy, did they nail it. Most watch ads I come across have that cinematic, dark shadow reveal thing going on. They absolutely aced it. It's a hilarious take, and I'm hoping these folks got some business rolling in from this gem. Any watch brands watching, seriously, you might want to give these guys a shout. I'm genuinely impressed. Alright folks, that's a wrap. We've taken a good gander at different watch brands and their array of ads. Truth be told, we often spot that some of these brands might not be rocking the A game in marketing, but hey, it's probably because they're not exactly where the future consumers hang out. Clearly, they've got some creative juices flowing, and let's face it, sprinkling a bit of humor in ads is like a secret sauce, a saving grace in an industry that often takes itself way too seriously. So there you have it. Thanks for hanging out with us here at Ventichic. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to keep the video vibes coming your way. Catch you in our upcoming updates.